Pittsburgh Steelers visit the Baltimore Ravens in a battle for first place in the AFC North on Sunday, October 1st, with a start time of 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Both teams are coming off poor efforts last week as the Steelers were beaten by the Chicago Bears, while the Ravens were humiliated by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Baltimore has done really well in this series against the Steelers lately, going 4-0-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The Pittsburgh Steelers are coming off another inexcusable performance as they lost in overtime to a Chicago team that was supposed to be far inferior. The 23-17 overtime loss was their 6th loss against a losing team in the last 3 years. The Steelers have not been reliable on the road, and Ben Roethlisberger simply does not play as well away from home. Roethlisberger threw just 1 touchdown pass in the loss, and he has finished with just 1 touchdown pass or less in 9 of his last 11 road games. So how's that for a poor road record? The Steelers easily could have lost their opener at Cleveland to start the season, and then they were beaten at Chicago. So they go into this road game at Baltimore 0-2 against the spread. The Steelers are scoring just over 21 points per game this season and giving up about 17 points per contest. The Baltimore Ravens are coming off a disgraceful performance themselves in London, as they were routed 44-7 by Jacksonville. They shouldn't have any hangover effects this week simply because of how badly they played last week. They will get severely reprimanded all week long in practice by head coach John Harbaugh, so they should be ready to play this week. How bad was it for the Ravens? Quarterback Joe Flacco threw for a total of just 28 yards, and on that he had 2 interceptions. It is the fewest yards by any quarterback with at least 15 throws since 2009. The vaunted Baltimore defense, which had given up a total of 10 points in the first 2 games, was destroyed by Jacksonville. Harbaugh said that 1 win or 1 loss doesn't define a season, so it will be interesting to see what happens on Sunday versus the Steelers. Taking a look at some betting statistics, the Steelers are 0-4-1 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. The Steelers are 21-8-2 against the spread in their last 31 road games versus teams with a winning home record, and the Steelers are 11-5-1 against the spread in their last 17 games in October. Looking at the Ravens, Baltimore is 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 versus the AFC North. The Ravens are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games, and the Ravens are 5-15-1 against the spread in their last 21 games in October. Looking at the over-under stats, the under is 21-7 in the Steelers' last 28 road games. The under is 25-10-1 in the Steelers' last 36 games versus the AFC North. The under is 6-1 in the Ravens' last 7 versus the AFC North. The under is 10-4 in the Ravens' last 14 home games, and the under is 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings between these 2 teams. Who do you trust in this game? It's hard to have any confidence in Roethlisberger on the road, but the Baltimore offense is just plain rotten. This should be a defensive battle that is decided by a field goal one way or another, so we'll take this game under the total.